1, 2.
सड़के टूटे हुए सपनों के कहाँ जा रहे हैं
कहाँ जा
It's difficult translating and singing it also.
हैं मेरा दिल.
Okay, bye. This is not what we play.
Strike a Chord, a podcast by Arpana.
Okay, so welcome back to Strike a Chord. It's been a long time. World Cup followed by the heavy monsoons, and today my guests are my family only. AnC, Arjit, Dhruv, Ritesh, alphabetical order.
Oh, nice. So that I thought you'll tell them our password order.
No, we can't.
Let them try figuring it out.
There's just 9 possible ways. No,
But
3.
I took
Yeah.
over the Twitter account just yesterday, so
I don't know.
What have you been doing with it, Arpana?
I've been following relevant people from the music industry who will be hopefully interested, and some have followed us back also.
Wow.
Amazing.
So you know what? I've been coming with you guys for a few shows. I think 3 shows in 1, 2, 3, 4 shows in Bombay, right? Oh no, 5.
I guess.
5. So I've obviously know the whole drill. How did you guys start and your background and everything. So now it's time for our listeners to know. So Arjit, you want to start how AnC happened from the beginning, like your story, then we'll go to these guys.
I'm going to start with my story and then with these guys. So I started playing music in school when I was in Lawrence in OT.
Achha, we're going that far.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to start, because
cool.
Ritesh will then, start, but like that's sort of like
Yeah.
where I
But that's
started.
not how you start a set. Hi guys.
Not how I start my set exactly.
I used to
my
be a part of the merchant navy before I started.
yeah,
doing
that
music.
is like because we don't have time live. Like now we have time, so it's fine. You guys can take a nap if you want. But yeah, I started playing basically like around the 9th, 10th. Around the 10th, my brother got a guitar and he was in college and he was playing bass and he taught me how to play Nothing Else Matters, and then I picked that up. And then in school I was playing and nobody wanted to sing in school.
Okay.
So for some reason nobody wanted to sing. People were shy. I was like, shit, this is what I want to do. I used to be horrible at it, but I sang because I loved doing it. And then picked up the guitar, sang all that. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be a rock star. And then right out of school, my parents are like, I wanted to design actually. And then they're like, no, what design karke? What? There's no future in design. And so then I came up with another. I thought I'll do I thought I'll join the defense. I was kind of fascinated by it, but my GK was horrible. So then I failed the exams, and then I joined the merchant navy. Now we'll start from the live set ka story.
Breakup, shake-up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So breakup. So essentially, like now all of you know, but like in general, I keep telling people that for singer-songwriters, the first song that they usually write is breakup. So my first songwriting, I used to write, like I'd written songs in school, but then like you have hostel friends, you have school friends, they just make fun of you for like writing down emotions on a paper and saying it to them. And obviously they must have been like horrible for sure. So then they're like, so in merchant navy basically, so this whole breakup thing happened, my girlfriend from school, and I wrote the first song, which was like sort of a breakup song. And the song actually came out it came from like I was sitting in a room in my hostel room, and then I'd called these other 2-3 guys who were missing their girlfriends, and one guy had broken up, whatever, whoever had like girl
All
problems.
broken-hearted
Yeah, all like,
boys in the
because
hostel.
we were there in that for a year, we were in that merchant navy campus or whatever. You're not allowed to go home for like, you're allowed to go home for a week.
Okay.
So then we were there, and like I called them, I switched off the lights, and I'm just playing like 4 chords, and these guys are just randomly talking about like, oh, my girlfriend left me, oh shit, oh, her mom is annoying, she's not letting me talk to her, all like random stuff. And
When did that happen?
but like, so basically like they're just like venting, and then after that basically like I was playing the chords, I'm like, yeah, that I could probably write a song. And I wrote a song, and nothing happened after that. I went on to sail after finishing my merchant navy course as sailing, and then Well, as sailing, I found like most of my free time. Like after working, I just come sit in my cabin. Either I draw or I'll watch something, and then so I'd forgotten to take music on board. I had one album of Coldplay, which was Rush of Blood to the Head, and I'd listen to Rush of Blood to the Head, and then I'm like, why don't I just make up music for myself to listen to? And then there I started like writing random stuff. I'd written That Feeling on the Ship. I'd written Tell Me Everything, and most of these songs again. Then that's why I started thinking about like, you know what, maybe I should just like do music and get out of this, because I don't enjoy it as much, and do other stuff. Like I don't know, I want to do music as such. I was decent at it, I think. Like I felt like I was writing nice songs, so I was doing that, and then I was also doing art as painting. I wanted to do like filmmaking because I was watching a lot of shows, obviously. So then I wanted to do that also, and then I wanted to write because I was writing a diary. So like whatever. So I wanted to do all of that stuff. Came back home to my parents. They're like, no, go one more time on the ship. Maybe you'll forget about like, because their whole thing was that okay, you can Merchant Navy is great that way where you'll get free time in between. You can work on your stuff and then you can go back and work and get money, and again come work on your hobbies or whatever. But that never actually happens, because that free time that you get in between is mostly studying and doing that work for merchant, like going back on the ship again. You're working to just go back on the ship. Oh, pani puri bap, sorry. And then so then second time I went and I like sort of realized again, like, you know what, this is not what I want to do. I kind of like that second time I was even more sure. And there's this one supervisor that had come on board, and they do these checks on board, and he'd come and ask me, he's like, are you, he one day like he saw me at work, he's like, are you all right? I just slept a lot that day or something, or I didn't have enough sleep, I don't know, either one. And he's like, are you okay? Like, are you feeling sad? Are you depressed? Like, because they have a lot of cases, right, where people are depressed on board, and like there are these pamphlets that they pass out and that tell you like to check if you're depressed or not. They're like checklists where you can take. I'll get you one of those through. There is checklist, and then like things that you can do to like, or like who can you talk to, like all these official things that you can do. And one of the supervisors that come, and he'd seen that I hadn't done any of my study work that I was supposed to do. It was long distance learning, and he's like, are you all right? Like, are you depressed? And like, what is happening? I'm like, yeah. It's like, then like, maybe you shouldn't do this. Like, you should like what? Like, he's like, he asked me about my family. Like, are you guys well too? Is it like really necessary for you to do this so that you earn money and all that? Okay. And I told him that, you know what, I'm actually planning to quit anyways after this. And then basically like, quit. I quit. Like on board, I told everyone that I'm quitting and everything. And
farewell party and all.
So like I told everyone I'm quitting and stuff. Then I had to come back home, tell my parents, and then my parents are like, no, just do the course. The thing is, I didn't have a degree. That is the biggest like thing at the end of the day. Like, you don't have a degree, what are you going to do in life? And then that was like the main issue, like, get a degree. And like I was at home for a few months, and my parents was like, what are you going to do? What are you doing? What's your plan? And I was also confused. I'm like, music, filmmaking, or like whatever else, like art and all that. And now I understand, obviously, like my parents, even they were just concerned. Still they are still probably concerned, but they're quite supportive now. And so my dad finally decided, you know what, I'm going to go to Mumbai and do this one. He found some random, he's actually like, he was trying to figure out, okay, fine, like all these passions that I have. He used to go and ask people and tell them, oh, my son is into this, that. And then people would tell him, oh, you should do animation, because animation has all of that stuff in it. And so then he sent me to this place to do animation, this one course somewhere in Andheri in front of the station, like those arena and all those. And he sent me there. It's some Reliance Institute. It's like a complete scam.
And we're clearly not looking for sponsorship at Reliance.
No, it's a scam, dude. It was like, because the teacher was teaching me I didn't want to do animation, because again, animation is like a lot of work. You're just sitting on the screen and you're moving. Essentially, you're moving objects, and like it's okay, it's fun. Obviously, some people enjoy it, but I want to do more of writing and more of that creative side. Like I enjoyed that more. And then the person who was teaching us script writing was an English teacher earlier, and she'd never like made a movie or written a script. So then like learning from people like that seemed like very weird and like didn't make any sense at all. But I'd made a movie, a very weird one, which no one has seen, I think.
Not even these guys.
No, these guys haven't seen it. It's very weird.
So all the secrets are coming out now.
I'd written it. It's about a blind girl. Yeah, they're on YouTube.
What's the name?
What is it called?
What's it called?
What is it called?
I don't remember what it's called.
Do you remember?
That's some weird name, dude.
Come on,
Wait.
Arjit.
Are you in the credits?
I am for writing.
Look at him. He's already like searching YouTube.
I'll tell you later. I forgot the name of the movie, man.
Get back to it.
Something
Okay, we'll
about
get
mine.
back to it. But I have
That's
a question. Randomly, it's open to all of you all. What is with your generation and the first song being Nothing Else Matters? I still have to figure that.
I don't know, man.
Like
It's
our
like-
generation, we had which song? Smoke on the Water.
No, my
Yes.
first one was Bollywood of Broken Dreams.
Oh, and also Bollywood of Broken Dreams. Yeah.
Bollywood.
So Bollywood. What? Bollywood of Broken
Bollywood.
Dreams?
I used to listen to a lot of Bollywood.
No, like learning it on the guitar. No, what you
Yeah,
said.
yeah,
so like
that's
musically,
what I-
it was
Bollywood.
either Bollywood of Broken Dreams.
Bollywood of Broken Dreams. Bollywood क्या होता है?
Bollywood.
I don't.
Let's
Okay. Sorry.
We're doing going whole north
Yeah.
south divide right now.
Sorry. Okay. So that song, Green Day song, or I think it was more like if you wanted to play like chords, then it was that song. If you want to do like a finger plucking thingy, it would be Nothing Else Matters.
Okay.
But those two songs for some reason, I don't know.
My guitar sir taught me Wonderful Tonight. That was my
Oh
first
yeah,
song.
that's a good song to learn.
Your teacher's retro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get back. And so, yeah, your course happened and then
So course happened. I was doing the course, and then meanwhile, that's where then I started going and doing open mics and trying out stuff. And so I would go with these guys actually. My classmates,
Okay.
they would always after the classes they'd go to some spot in Voiceover beach and sit
Okay.
on this very shady spot. There's like these mountain of rocks, and behind that like people I don't know make out or do whatever I don't know what they do.
Okay.
We used to sit on top of the rocks and they'd just chill. They'd probably like smoke up or something, and I'd be like, okay, fine, I'll like play the guitar, and then I'd play like that's where I started playing my songs to more people, and they didn't really give a fuck, and it was loud also, but like I was playing it and they're like, oh nice, so nice, sounds nice and all that. So then I started doing open mics after that, and then I joined Cuckoo Club. Nishant had put out an ad saying that on Facebook saying that they're looking for like a sound person or whatever, and like whoever wants to get into like recording and all of that. So like I really wanted to do that and figure out how to these pani puri puffs, man.
Just so our listeners know, we just like wiped up some around 60-70 pani puris between three of you all before recording. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh,
They missed it.
This happens to me. I don't know, man. I burp a lot when I'm singing, and my
Yeah, that's the
friends-
reason you don't eat before the show.
Yeah.
And you're the only one who doesn't eat before the show.
Yeah.
I thought hog before a show need to be like.
And after.
On
So
Yeah.
it was like before
If you-
and after.
If you gave him food during the show, also he'd be eating only.
For me, it depends.
You could do some live cooking and feeding.
Just like throwing stuff into his mouth and belly playing. Probably work. Yeah, so then I started from there. Then Coco Club I joined, and Coco Club again I was learning sound, but we didn't really get to do much recording as such. And then I started doing even like stand-up open mics over there.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
Then we connected, I think at Gostana when you had come for.
Yeah, that's after I probably
Yeah.
left, and then
Yeah.
they were doing Hive.
And then you came and did a couple of songs at the Little Flea All Stage.
Little Flea also
Yeah.
after that, yeah.
And then I had taken a trip to Sri Lanka when you had a show, my last gig.
Oh yeah, you weren't there for that.
I wasn't there for that, and then you guys happened. Let's get to that.
No, so sorry,
sorry.
I like totally deviated. Actually.
Yeah, they were like,
They're
Dhruv is
getting
biting his
bored, they're
nails. He's like, acha,
Sorry.
and should I take a nap?
So then around that, like I'd quit Merchant Navy. I had started came to Mumbai, then doing my whatever working in
Jobs.
Coco Club. Quit that also. When I quit that actually, so I'd started an open mic, music open mic, and I'd quit that. I'd started a music open mic, and I'd met Sabu over there,
Huh.
and Sabu and Kush.
Yeah.
They used to play together as this thing called Perfect Blunder.
Wow.
So then, like, I used to jam with them, call them to Coco Jam. Then I quit, and then the three of us were basically playing. We played like a few gigs, and then it just fizzled out like that. And then finally, I was just looking for people to jam with. And then one of my friends, she calls me, and she's like, this other friend of mine, she's a classical singer. She's like, this other friend of mine, her son needs someone to play with her because play the guitar because someone backed out or whatever. And I was just thinking, you know what, like, because I was already doing all these open mics and half the time just doing free gigs because singer-songwriter coming up and all. I was like, man, I don't know, man, it's like a cover thing and I'm not even singing, I'm not doing it. I thought like I didn't want to do it. And then later, like, Millie, like, you know what, just might as well go do it. And I was like, okay, fine, you know what, like, just what else? I don't have anything else to do. And when they're obviously like super sweet. And then I'd met Anish, no? Anish and I had met Ritesh over there basically. And we started doing the songs. Songs were pretty easy only. Bunch of Ed Sheeran stuff and what all I don't remember. Disney and all we did, no?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
What?
that was nice. We did
Thank
Disney
God.
songs.
I have the set list on me.
We still have the set
I
list.
still have the set list.
So I met Ritesh there and then we like jammed with Anish. We did the songs.
Ed Sheeran songs.
Most Ed Sheeran, what else did we do?
We
Coldplay?
did a lot of Bollywood also.
Why?
I think I've just
We
like
did,
cut it out of my memory.
Sing Bollywood. Sing Bollywood. Arjun.
It was a 1 hour set. I
Sing
didn't sing.
it was not
I
one
didn't sing.
and a half
What did you
hours.
do?
I just played the guitar. That's what I'm saying. I just played the guitar. Anish sang. He played the violin,
Oh,
and Ritesh was playing percussion.
nice.
And her mom made some amazing food also, South Indian food. You should just go there and eat. And that time Ritesh was also like, oh man, I'm dieting. Like, you know what? I'm like, what were you doing? Keto or something? You were doing that time.
Nothing at
You were
that
doing
time,
some
not
diet that
dieting.
time. I remember we were discussing some diet or whatever. Ritesh was trying to get all fit. Now he's finally fit. But so then we did that, and then finally after the whole gig and all, me and Ritesh decided, you know what, let's just jam. And then, so I remember this. So basically, the first time, like I went to drop. I had my bike, so I went to drop Ritesh home. And Ritesh like, do you like mangoes and stuff? I'm like, yeah, cool, mangoes, whatever. Yeah, like I love mangoes. He goes home. He gets me probably 10 mangoes from home in a plastic cover. He's like, here, take this and go. I'm like, what? Like,
That's a very Sindhi thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now I realize, like after 2 years, now I realize, okay, this is like very normal. I'm like I don't know, dude, out of nowhere, like I'm just like taking 10 mangoes home, and then next
Bro,
4 days I'm just eating.
get me some mango.
I've cut you mangoes, man, at home at like 4:30 in the morning. Bhai, bhuk lagi.
Let's
Oh,
get
yeah.
back to the
Yeah.
episode.
So then what was like, I had mangoes, and then I had like
And
next
then
4
you
days.
met Dhruv.
And then so then I started jamming with Ritesh. We started doing gigs together and all. We'd take like his 2.1 speakers, those normal 2.1.
2.1s.
No, yeah, the 2.1s, and we'd take that. I was organizing, like we started out doing living gigs initially, organizing
Jam.
those. Then Traffic Jam I started on another property where.
Yeah, nothing.
So in this place QTube we started doing this
Yeah.
thing called Traffic Jam with 2.1 speakers, and we called random whoever I knew singer-songwriters, just call them. Then finally, like I've kept telling Ritesh, you know what, I want to find someone who can produce the track, and I want a bassist.
bass
Two
player.
things I wanted basically. That's all I wanted, bassist and someone to produce. And Ritesh like, oh, I know someone, he'll play the bass, he'll produce also and all that. And then I never met him for like probably 4 months. Ritesh is like, I know him. Because obviously I understand now Dhruv's lifestyle is very different.
Because at that same time, like Dhruv told me, bhai, you play with so many people. Like, do you know anyone who wants a bassist? I said, yeah. I just met one singer-songwriter. He wants a bassist and a producer. So then Dhruv was like, you send me his contact or you get him to Powai.
Oh yeah, so finally then, get him to Powai thing happened. And then we were at Ritesh, I was just chilling with Ritesh, I think we're jamming or something. And then he's like, oh, Dhruv is coming, Dhruv niche aa raha hai, we'll go in his car or whatever, fancy, like, oh, Dhruv's got a car and all, he's come. We go from car, we'll go to Powai. And me and Ritesh sit in the car, there are two, who are the other two people, your friends? Some friends of Dhruv's, this couple.
Oh, so Vidhi and Athar.
So this couple basically, and Ritesh, you didn't know them also, no, from before?
I didn't
Yeah.
know.
But
so
Ritesh
that's
really hit it off with
So
this.
Both of them.
Yeah, with both of them,
Both
but
of them.
especially that girl, because she also hated Dhruv's ex-girlfriend or girlfriend at that time?
Let's not
Let's not get into the names here.
No, that's
not
the
just
most
that.
important.
Let's not go to someone's past in public for
Yeah.
we can sit in the another room and do it.
That's the most important thing about this relationship. You don't understand.
No, but you, like,
So people want to hear about our music. I
Yeah.
forgot.
yeah.
Because usually in shows like I'm playing the songs.
You say all this during a
During
show
the show.
also.
Okay, fine. So then, fine. Me and we go to Dhruv's place. Brief. We go to Dhruv's place. Ritesh sits down. Ritesh sits down and he tells, like, for 2 hours, next 2.5 hours, he's told me Dhruv's entire sordid history
Yeah.
of all the girls that he's been with and how, like,
All his heartbreaks.
all his heartbreaks. And then after that, Ritesh starts off his own stories of heartbreaks for another 2 hours. And then I think probably 3:30 in the morning. Then finally we're like, even I think both them left or whatever. And then they're like, okay, cool, we'll play and all. Then I played Dhruv. I think I played him Follow Me Down.
Okay.
And Dhruv though, like, yeah, I don't know what happened to him. He's just like, oh, the song's like, oh shit, crazy.
Let's
He's-
start working on it right now.
and then he just takes he's on his system, and then he's like, okay, cool, he's trying some random stuff, and I'm just playing something. I told him the chords, and he makes some weird, like, I don't know what he made, some reverse thing, something he was trying, like, oh, look, this is so cool, and all that. It was cool, but like, I don't remember what it was.
So basically, you started writing songs after a breakup, and you all became a band after sharing heartbreak stories.
That's what I'm saying. That's why that relationship is so. It's all based on.
We didn't start playing together after hearing each other's stories.
Yeah.
You heard the songs. No, I'm saying you connected to the songs
connected to
because
songs.
those songs also have that.
But Arjit's making happy songs.
Yeah,
now
making
he's
happy
happy.
songs now. No, I'm happy.
So now
I'm jamming with him and
alphabetical
making
order,
sad
we'll go to Dhruv.
Dhruv. Okay.
Hey.
The only person who's
Tell us
come
the perspective.
to my podcast for the second time. Like, yeah. So we know all about space sessions, this, that. Now tell everybody how you don't really play the bass and you actually have taken the bass for AnC.
Yeah, so basically I was like a guitarist only initially, like nothing, just a guitarist and a producer. Like I had the bass and I used to fiddle around with little bit and like cool, theek hai. And it's like everywhere I see there are like too many guitarists. So I was like, Ritesh, does anyone needs a bassist? Because it feels like there's a void in supply of bassists in this city.
Which is very true.
Yeah, and it's like then mera marketing like, हाँ bro, okay, let's find a band जिसको bassist चाहिए. And yeah, so it's like I met Arjit and like, okay, now I do bass, I think.
And your record label.
Yeah, Disciplined Chaos. Yeah, it's very chaotic right now.
And what else? I mean, you're producing Jatin's music.
I'm producing a couple of logo ka music, like 3-4 independent artists, some web series ka background score. Also goes producing for labels and cover artists for monies.
Live sounds and
Yeah, and
whatnot.
live sound and
Always
so
busy. And that's why recording like after midnight.
money.
So all of you are free.
No, this is there.
Yeah.
Before I met these guys, I used to sleep at like 11.
His phone
Yeah.
used to
And get
shut off at like 1 o'clock.
I had
So
a,
now,
yeah.
he'll be surprised. Now I actually sleep on time. When I initially moved in here, I did not used to sleep at all. 24/7.
Then when did I don't know even when,
Once in 2 days I used to sleep.
I don't know when I met you also it was that only. He's like he had the schedule where he'd
Then
be
now-
like 48
now I
hours I'm
sleep.
not gonna sleep and then he'd sleep for like half a day and then he'd go back to okay cool 48 hours I'm gonna not sleep.
Now I sleep every day for
Yeah,
6
now you
hours.
sleep. Yeah. You try.
Ritesh, I know you've been playing tabla since you were 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have a very interesting story when I finally met 3 of you all together and you all were leaving for Ahmedabad and all excited I sent a message to all my friends. I joined a band. And then as their manager. And out of the many friends I sent messages to, immediately I get a call. I'm not propagating anything here, but everyone's like, oh my god, Ritesh has been playing since he was a young phoenix for the BSG group. So you're already a celebrity with my friends. So I felt very good. So I'm not getting into that part of it, but yeah, I mean,
Why are you blushing?
People know me, man.
Ritesh is a minor
so
celebrity.
besides tabla, what else? I mean, you were also part of a play. Like, tell us
So,
something.
like, for the plays, I used to always, like, so it's basically been percussion work. So, it's been like 18 years now playing the tabla. But no one wanted to jam with me, honestly.
Okay.
And I felt like really
Good for
stuck.
us.
So then I realized that the only way to market myself is to tell someone I'm a drummer.
So Sindhi is
But
not
I
market
had-
myself.
Because
It's
like
beautiful.
because anyone I told, like any guitarist, I'm like, okay, would you like to jam? Okay, what do you play? I play the tabla. They're like, ah. But then if you tell them you play the drums, they're like, oh wow, let's jam right now. So
You don't have to play the drums. You have to tell them
You
you play
just-
the drums.
yeah, so
then you hit anything. You hit the table also. They'll be like, oh wow.
So,
Wow.
so actually,
Magic.
I had a band in my college where they actually bought that, and they booked a jam room. So now I'm sitting on the drum kit and I don't know anything. And I've tried to figure something out. I'm like, okay, like instead of hitting, like using my fingers, I got to just use my hands and legs. And I was so horrible. And that's when like I started renting out the djembe. I started learning that. Worked out for me. Then after that I bought the cajon. And then after that I started playing the dholak. So then the cajon mainly like worked out for me because it's like an acoustic drum kit. So it always boils down to that. And so for theatre also, like all the plays that I do, I'm basically a percussionist who's doing the background score with percussion, and like be it like any kind. So like there are shows and like I also have electronic pad now.
Yeah.
So
It's
like
quite interesting. I tell everybody about that.
so like it's the Roland HPD 20. If you're allowed to the newer version, please
Sponsor Ritesh.
sponsor me. So it like you can play anything on it. Acts as a MIDI controller as well. So be it bass, drums, piano, like any kind of percussion. So that works out, and it's like all in like a tiny pad which I can carry around. Because as a percussionist, it's always a problem like carrying so many bags.
Yeah, we have to count your bags before and
Yeah, it's
after.
like if I have like 2 bags on me, I'm like happy.
Yeah.
And like and I don't like and I feel naked when I don't have any bags on me now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that doesn't stop. Even though he has the hand sonic, which has all the instruments on it, it'll never stop him from buying equipment.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
were
that's
talking
more
how
okay.
we should not go to Bhargava, we'll come out broke. I also have a
Yeah.
habit of picking up just anything.
No,
Ritesh's
so
room is like half like before I used to probably like come and like crash at his place. He has a bed, he has his room. The room on the ground there's instruments, and then half the bed is only his equipment. Like
Yeah,
and
the
then he
fancier
sleeps,
equipment sleeps on half
sleeps
the bed.
next to him, yeah, half the bed.
Yeah, and what are the other fancy equipment you have which you play on live?
So I have like it's a habit, like I really like collecting percussion instruments.
Nice.
So anywhere I find something, I just pick it up. So I have the Rainmaker, I have a Thunder Tube, I have like something called an ocean drum, which also works, which is like sort of like the Western version of a duffly. Then
Duffly.
I have the
You don't know Duffly? Okay, we have to give him some gyan later. Bollywood gyan.
Then I use like singing bowls and like I had a lot of shakers, but like now I've given like half of them away.
So you guys as a band, like, I mean, of course, I'm not saying because I'm with you guys. I'm with you guys because I love your music, and obviously the music is great. But don't you think all his Ritesh's instruments and stuff is more like a show, like a grand?
That
it
was
adds to that whole.
Yeah.
That was the whole point of it also initially. Like it was only me, and initially it was only me first of all when I was performing, and even when I was performing, I'd put like gungroos on my feet for percussion, and I'd play the harmonica once in a while.
Yeah.
That was all probably like just to get, now that I think about it, is probably like to have something
To fill the
extra, something
sound
little
up.
extra. I mean, like just also as an artist, like something,
Yeah.
some sort of like a show. Then even Ritesh, he just randomly go by, like he's like, oh, check this out, I got Thunderstick. I'm like, we're using this if we have to use. Then Ocean Drum, I've been begging him to use. We still haven't figured out how to
You
use
have
it.
to figure out where to
Also,
use
it's
it.
very, very like it's very like intricate. So like he doesn't like to take it out. He'll buy it. He'll keep it in the corner. He won't take it out. He's like, shit, this is so nice. He just feels nice knowing it's there.
No, but like I take it out like, wait, it's been a while.
When was the? I think probably
No, for
like
my
half a
plays
year.
I use it, yeah.
Oh, okay, for your play.
my
Ocean
plays,
Drum, you
Yeah,
Ocean
tell us
Drum.
about your play. Quickly.
So I'm a part of this play called Jum Jum Jumpa, which is like another story. It's like a really long story, but in that I'm playing how many instruments, man? Like
This is the one where you're playing pots and pans and everything.
no, that place
That is
called
Adrak,
Adrak,
huh?
where I'm also playing pots and pans, like
Nice.
a lot
And
of
he's got
kitchen
dialogues
utensils.
also.
Nice.
He's got dialogues also.
Barely.
He sings like the caller tune and stuff.
Yeah.
It's damn
Sing-
good.
And I
Sing-
sing into the thunder
sing-
tube.
sing-
No,
sing
I'm
it
not
for
doing
us.
that. No,
Sing
no,
the
no.
Come
caller
on,
tune.
just that.
साहिल पे खड़े
That's caller tune.
हो तुम्हें क्या गम चले जाना.
Shadru is really like
They
connected
was
to
like,
this.
भाई क्या कर रहा है यार?
He's like really feeling it.
Yeah.
So like yeah, but also like in theatre they like really want to experiment with sound, and as someone who plays so many percussion instruments, it really works out for me. But it's again a pain because I carry so many bags.
many-
Yeah, no
You
need
need to
bags.
find
no
you an
help.
assistant just to
Yeah,
help.
but like my mom's like, just buy a tempo and keep all your equipment there. I want the room empty.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
Like if I'm like even if I'm giving someone something or I get a big box at home, the first thing is like, इसमें क्या है?
Yeah, his mom like just looks at it like, what is?
What did you get
अब क्या
now?
लाया?
So tiny things are okay, but like the larger things, Mama is always like, enough now. Like I always wanted to. I also like. By the way, I had a drum kit for a while.
What?
I had a third-hand drum kit which I bought for like 1,500 rupees.
Third hand for 15.
Third
Wow,
hand,
that's pretty good.
and
man.
it was around 35 years old.
Wow.
Did it play?
It did play. I had to get the skins changed, but it took up like all my room space and made a lot of noise even when I mute it.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I've lived with a drummer.
So my mom just
Drummer recording
my mom
us
just
now.
gave that kit away. She just threw it.
Damn.
Yeah.
You should have told her it was at least like 15k. She would have kept it.
No.
1500.
So now, when you guys got together, Arijit, you already had your songs.
Yeah.
Any new songs that are made together, or have you redone the songs with them?
Lots of stuff has been redone, like probably like mostly like rhythm wise. Like the thing is like at songwriting, I just like go whatever comes to me. I just write it down. Then I come and play it to Ritesh. I'll be like, yo, check this out. I got this like sort of idea. And I played to him. Even the older songs, that first song that I'd written,
Yeah.
the breakup one I played to Ritesh. He made me like, he's like, you know what, you should add one more section in the end. Like, because otherwise it was just like verse. Lots of those initial songs are just like
Verse
chorus, and it would just end over there. Like the EP, those songs
Yeah.
are also like just verse, chorus, and ends. But those, some of them it worked, some of them he's like, you know, do this. And then also rhythm wise, more than like structure wise, structure was still fine. Like I think I sort of got an idea of structure, but rhythm wise, got a much better idea playing with Ritesh. Like he would take out these like nicer. Now it feels like very, very weird. Whenever I play acoustic, it just feels so weird. Like in my head, I'm like, that energy comes and then I'm just like playing that energetic part, but there's no percussion. I'm like, oh shit, okay, where does the energy come from now? Like it feels weird. But yeah, like that way, like lots of stuff has been like the sonically obviously has been like changed around. quite a
Any
bit.
songs that are written together?
Not yet, no. Have you
No,
written
not yet,
anything?
none. So always
Yeah.
like Arjit goes back home for like 3-4 weeks.
Okay.
He'll write around 3-4 songs, maybe 5
Yeah,
songs.
and then come
Lately-
back and
and
then
then
Now
come
after
back.
Diwali, we'll have 3 more songs.
probably.
Yeah, probably.
I already have like a few songs
Well, we
ready to go.
technically made half a song today.
Yeah, you all made a rock song behind our
Yeah,
back.
like a hard rock song.
What is this?
Hard rock? Was that? I thought it was like metal.
Yeah, like near hard rock and metal के बीच में था.
Okay.
Progressive.
Okay, individually, what have been the music you all have been listening to? What are your favorites?
Dhruv.
Porcupine Tree.
Udhar hi khatam. Nothing else.
All time.
I remember when I joined you guys, Tool's new
Porcupine Tree
album
and
was
Tool.
coming out, and you
Porcupine
guys
Tree
have been
and
crazy.
Tool, Pink Floyd, Slint. Yeah, most of
I
that.
remember once I got a
I've
voice
been
message
through
from
it,
you
yeah.
saying that we listen to old music also. We are not in
Yeah.
competition, but we also listen to old music.
I remember he was sitting with me, you know, I'm like, that's not what she meant.
Because when my friend gave me a reference, like he thought that you guys sounded like Duran Duran. I'm like, I just did my job as an older person saying, do you know Duran Duran? Sorry.
And Dhruv got so offended. He's like, what? We listen to old music. Who does she think?
Don't worry, we'll have a music listening session one day with your music.
Dhruv listens to like that whole intense.
I was so happy when he like.
Yeah.
I know this guy, he's not in India anymore, but when he first came to Astana and I was like, oh, this guitar belongs to George Harrison, Beatles. He's like, what are the Beatles? I was like, so please, I went through all that. No, nothing about you, nothing personal.
Then,
Yeah, so Dhruv listens to that hardcore,
Yeah.
intense music. I started out mostly listening to like, because again in school, like we weren't allowed to get in like music.
but now he's like getting pretty influenced, so he stays with me. So he's like confused, happy or intense.
Yeah, one thing-
I think he gave in Aj.
Dhruv will start crying if he listens to what I listen to in the
Oh, yeah.
morning.
What does he listen to?
What budget?
Bass
Oh.
Hunter.
Yeah, Ritesh, like when he wants to get pumped up, he listen to like some Bass Hunter, Axel F and all. And what is another? What is? Trying to remember that other Dinchak.
Dinchak?
Not Dinchak Puja.
No,
The,
man, not Dinchak.
the
Make a song like her, man. What are we doing?
then what else, Ritesh? Tell me your.
For
What is your
me,
go-to stuff?
it was mostly Bollywood for a really long time.
I saw one of your covers, Bollywood covers, just last week only, one of your YouTube videos. Right now, don't remember which song.
Which cover?
The
are you doing?
one-
In the corn.
The latest one I put out was Dil Roi Jaye by De De Pyar.
Oh my
From
God.
De De Pyar De.
Yeah.
And the first
I was
ever
quite like,
YouTube-
wow, ये भी सुनता है.
So he has like this whole YouTube channel. Before like we met also, he has an entire YouTube channel where he plays. He used to, at least. I'm trying to get him back into doing that. He used to play like cajon covers and percussion covers of like every song out there probably, which actually got quite a bit of traction, more famous than our songs also.
Nice.
But
But I know.
So we should release all videos on all your individual channels also.
Or actually just do covers of your songs.
yeah,
No, but it's technically.
But
me
technically
playing over
it's
me.
so you
Yeah.
guys are
Nice.
now.
it's a cajon walkthrough tutorial for you all. But anyways, what else? Tell.
So,
like,
and then
your-
I started listening to a lot of Skrillex.
Oh my God.
And like.
Did
I
you
had-
watch them? That come now?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Then Netsky, then I got introduced to drum and bass, and then finally like I was like browsing SoundCloud and I came across an artist called Mr. Bill, like he's my idol.
Okay.
So his genre is glitch hop.
Okay.
So like yeah, that's mostly, and now I listen to like pop.
Listen
To
to?
get-
Ritesh loves
Pop, man.
He loves pop, man.
Yeah,
Pop,
man.
like K-pop
Popular.
or pop?
No, like
pop.
just whatever's
It's just popular
popular right
music.
now.
Yeah.
He loves it.
His music
And-
taste and my music taste like varies too much.
And
Yes,
he just.
so if I
yeah.
need to understand new music, I should ask Ritesh.
I don't know.
I'm still
Probably.
getting around to.
He just enjoys. I mean, just that's the thing. He just like enjoys it so much. In the car, he just like blasts some new like all this not. He doesn't listen to like all the mumble rap and that kind of stuff. He listens to like more of the
Positive, man.
poppy,
Super peppy.
love stuff. Obviously, like yeah, like all this heartbreak. Oh, the way
No, now he
just,
doesn't listen to Heartbreak.
He still
Not so
listens to
much,
it. He
man.
feels it.
Like, now
but-
he doesn't. I
Not
don't
so
think
much,
man.
yeah.
Now
then,
though he's like
yeah. Recently, I made him.
Janana
Yeah.
Janana type stuff.
Recently made him listen to Daniel Caesar also, so he's just been like listening to
Nice.
romantic stuff, obviously, because now
Yeah, and
there's
I'm like open to
someone
anyone,
special
like, sending
in
me
his
new
life.
music. Like.
Yeah, he just came back from Ahmedabad playing a professional garba, like dancing to professional garba.
Yeah.
I don't think we want to get into the circles and circles
Yeah,
right now. We need a whole episode to understand garba.
yeah, that'll be something else. For me, it was mostly initially in school again, where like in the band room, our seniors would be jamming, so they.
Talking about Garba.
Huh? Not garba, man. Music. We're talking
Yeah.
about the music that we listen to. So initially, so in the hostel, you're not allowed to get like any electronic appliances, like any like MP3s and stuff like that into school. So like they'd some of our friends would like smuggle in these tiny like MP3 players, and you'd go to that guy and you'd be like, bro, can I just borrow it for the night? And whatever music he has basically is what you're listening to for the next 4 years. So then these guys would be jamming in the jam room, and in the jam room they'd be like doing a lot of punk again, Green Day and Blink 182,
Bollywood.
Sum 41, Bali. What? How do you say it? How do you say it?
It's Bollywood.
Bollywood. I'll try to figure it.
Bollywood.
I think that's okay.
Sounds like Bollywood, man. I don't know. So like listening to that, and then also like all this classic rock stuff, which really like I still love like all like I used to like sing Back in Black in school, and I used
Back
to sing
in Black?
Back in Black. Back in Black, and then I used to sing all this hard rock, Beatles, bunch of Beatles numbers,
Beatles isn't hard rock.
classic rock, then hard rock, and then punk rock. Like these three things was in school was this, and then right after school then like Coldplay and like while Merchant Navy I was introduced. Someone made me listen to Pink Floyd, and I was just like
Oh my
lying
God.
down
Kya re?
the whole album, and I was just like,
Were you drunk?
no, I didn't need that, man. Pink Floyd was the drug.
Oh.
It
Yeah,
was
you guys are
insane.
nice boys. You don't drink, smoke, nothing.
Yeah. Dhruv used to be a heavy alcoholic. What is
I got a message from him. I got wine and old monk at home. I don't drink, and I bring. I'm like, I'll have another party.
Oh, I forgot.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's because of the other things
Koi
going
bhai,
on
koi bhai.
nowadays.
Let's not get there.
But yeah, Dhruv used to be like intense. Now he's very,
Clean.
yeah, he tries to be. But like that way, like very intense with work. Dhruv is quite into his work. Ritesh also, like borderline, like, you know, like destroying their sleep and their health. That's the level that usually these guys like work on. I like to sleep on time get up on time.
Please dota before sleeping.
I remember
man.
I'd come for Drew's birthday. Okay, I didn't know what to expect. I was like, and he probably invited formalities like, okay now.
Chill.
And he was like, Arjit is very serious. Don't worry, I'm the one who's like likes to enjoy. Don't worry. Ritesh is also pretty cool. He thought probably I was scared, like all of us. It was sweet, very sweet.
Yeah. But yeah.
So good. We have lots to look forward to. Many tours around, hopefully, and more new music releasing soon.
Oh yeah, so new music also. So Ritesh was talking about his influence, Mr. Bill. So like Ritesh has another artist thing called Subsyncrasy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So there's already like a bunch of stuff out, which is
Yes,
Tell us about that, no? Because I just see the post. I didn't know
Too
anything
many
about
songs also ready, right? He has like
man.
albums also with different people. One album he has ready with me. One a separate album he has of himself
Yeah.
ready.
So like, I always like really like the idea of having an artist name, and I like making music. So almost like probably after my 12th, like in my 10th grade, I decided like I want to pursue music full time. So I started making music on my old computer, which is like horrible. And the first track I started off. So Mr. Bill also has like tutorials on using Ableton.
He has?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I started learning something off YouTube, this thing, and I came across something called fractal effects.
Okay.
So then I put that down, like I did exactly what the video did, and I did a little more, and I really liked it. And then that was the first track that I finally like finished.
And now
Like my
Ritesh's
computer
track,
couldn't like take it anymore. So when I got a new system, I finally finished that track. That was the first track which I ever like recorded in a studio. So that track was called Bygone. And then when Bygone was ready, like I was like, okay, I need to release it, but I won't release it as like Ritesh Malani, like, so I should probably like get something. So like I came up on Subsyncrasy, which means blending and harmonizing of different elements.
And I've been just sharing and listening to it, not knowing who it is all this time.
Yeah, it's
You didn't know it was Ritesh.
No.
Oh, you would know uska artwork I did for it.
Yeah, you guys are damn creative. I remember coming to your studios and you all have these paintings which you all have made between Arjit and Dhruv. I don't know if you also have made.
We had Ritesh also to make, so
Yeah.
just
no,
throw
but
some
Ritesh
paint.
like
also-
lately wants to cook, no?
Yeah, Ritesh is
Yeah,
one
so
of the cooking
I
skills.
see our future when we are touring around the world. You all are making artwork. Ritesh and I are cooking.
Yeah, probably.
Dhruv is planning the menu before and after.
Yeah.
That's
It's kind of weird though when Ritesh was telling me about this. I used to do the same thing that he used to do. I used to go on FL Studio and like learn those tutorials.
Okay.
I have a bunch of like, but no one should ever listen to that electronic music on SoundCloud.
Oh, now we have to get back to find that movie you made, no? On
Which one?
Some blind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what was the
movie.
name?
Oh man, no. I thought
What was the name?
I'll try to remember it, man. I don't know.
I'll find it.
As you know the name.
I'm serious because I didn't get a say in the name of the movie.
Why, bro?
I wrote the movie, but like I wrote the script and then they had changed. I wrote it in English first. Then they're like, "Oh, we need it in Hindi." Then I converted it from Hindi to English somehow.
Okay, convert Bollywood of Broken Dreams into Hindi.
Bollywood of Dhruv.
टूटे हुए सपनों वाली सड़कें.
Wow.
And then
That last episode you came, what? Fresh Vada Pav, some
Yeah,
band.
Me and Rhombus might start a band in the future called Fresh Vada Pav.
With me, yeah.
It'll
Nice.
be progressive rock.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you
And
like
the song was
serve vada pav?
some chutney, something.
Chutney de. I don't know. I forgot.
Yeah.
And also it was like very weird. I don't know Ritesh's drummer story, but in school basically the jamming thing. So initially we wanted to be part of the band, right? You're juniors, and they're like, okay, fine, come play a song. And so 4-5 of us decided who used to play instruments and stuff. We decided we'll do a Sum 41 song, like which I think Pieces. And I was supposed to be the drummer. I'd never seen a drum kit in my life. And we decided everyone's roles. You're going to sing, you're going to play the bass. We had like a proper 5-piece, but you've never been in a jam room before or like played any of the instruments. And I'm sitting in class. I'm like, for 1 week, I'm just playing the pencils like that and like, full on getting a feel for it. We go inside, we jam, and like,
No one
it
knows
was
anything.
the music teacher was like, please spare us. And told us to get out basically, and then after that was when like we went back and actually started. Me and a friend of mine, we just sat there and listened, and then when they gave us a chance, we did something. But yeah, it was very weird listening to Ritesh's story.
In the jam room.
Yeah, like basically start trying to be a drummer and then getting screwed.
And then but then
being fake drummers.
And then suddenly in college I was someone who
Did you
played
also
with
have a
everybody.
drummer story?
Yeah, but then
I
you
don't
had the
have
beats
drummer story.
anyways with you because you're playing tabla since you were 6. So
Yeah,
the
I was
beats
playing the guitar for like 6 weeks probably.
I used to like stage fright.
Oh yeah?
Then I had
Everyone's
stage
got
fright.
that.
I played for like 11 years. Even after that, I couldn't perform live because I used to have stage fright. I like had this college audition, like 3 years when my college started, like in 2014. Okay, and I was like, I prepared this piece called Eruption by Van Halen,
Okay.
note to note, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna like kill it. I'm one of the best guitarists of the world. Okay, and I go there are like 100 people in front of me, and I'm losing my shit.
Oh, so like you
And
couldn't play, you froze?
Huh? And I just messed it up so bad, and I just plugged my guitar out in the middle, and I just went off. And then after 1 minute, I come back, I forgot my cable. And then I
You
did.
probably needed a better audience.
Yeah, I used to be
He
like
freaked
very
out.
scared about like playing in front of people. So now I just don't look at the people.
Oh yeah, he still doesn't look at the
Yeah.
audience when we play.
And I look at you.
And Ritesh also
Yeah.
looks at me.
That's
Like
interesting.
if I sing, also I usually sing with my eyes closed, and I fuck off.
And that's why you have all the hair in front of your
Yeah,
eyes
it's like
also. like,
nobody
so-
can look at me. I can't look at you. Good, we just mind our own business. Never
we
done.
need to really like have this whole band image thing happening. Like.
Yeah.
So
It'll be a dark.
yes. So now you have your 3 videos out from the last EP.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me everything. Follow me down.
You Are Loved is already out.
Yeah.
Dusk is sorry.
Dusk, you can call we're calling it Coming Down now.
Yeah.
Slash dusk.
/ Dusk
Yeah.
because we need to get on playlists.
You started.
That'll be the
yeah.
next single out.
Yeah.
So that's coming out on. I have to go home, finish the artwork, and
then
upload
we'll
it to
put it
the.
on upload.
Yeah.
And so
You
we have a
started-
video with that also.
Yeah.
On the
Started
12th.
working on more songs also for production wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
And
should have them ready by October, and I hope so.
Yeah, man, Dhruv.
so can you just share with whoever's listening where to find you all on YouTube?
We
or-
are
YouTube,
on.
Spotify, anywhere. It's called AnC the band. If you can't find it, message me. I'll send you the links.
Dhruv and his music on Instagram.
Yeah, Dhruv and his music.
Yeah, on all social media platforms.
It's-
It's ANC the band.
Yeah, AnC the band. You find the
And
links there.
all music places. I think if you just type "You Are Loved" or ANC,
Yeah.
it should come.
Achha, also just let's clarify this once and for all. What is the reason behind it being called ANC? Because everyone asked me that, and then I have to go through the whole story. Might as well share it here.
Are you gonna then just like
It's
give them a link to the podcast?
It's Arjit and Company.
Yeah, it was us in company.
But
And
that's
then,
like honestly the most horrendous name I've heard for a band.
yeah, so
Who
then
came up with it?
yeah,
No, not AnC,
came up
Arjit
with
and
it?
Company.
Arjit and Company is also fun.
It is horrendous.
So then
The name leaks of
I mean, we could have just kept-
Bollywood music.
Yeah, that is the problem because then became
Yeah, because whenever we
Every-
find Arjit, we find all the
no.
other.
So half the time when I'm also like
Arijit.
give my name for posters, they'd make my name Arijit.
So next time
And-
someone asks you what's the name of AnC, they're like, it's open to their imagination.
Interpretation, yeah, like a nice.
Yeah.
And
Come up with something, man. A nice or something for C. Chai.
Not African National Congress
Yeah.
band.
Yeah. Oh.
No.
And also, yeah. So then ANC, yeah. So but ANC was us in company. Then we decided ANC, and also like the song to people that we released, we initially said, "Oh, ANC is good. We can market your music internationally," and then
Yeah.
because it's just-
I need
because
to
it's
meet
just-
those people.
they didn't.
No, we shall do it.
Yeah. I mean,
We already have last my friends from Australia, my cousins from Mauritius, Spain. They've all heard the song.
nice.
Good feedback. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we're getting like Spotify is picking up. It's nice,
Yes, that.
and
too.
YouTube also.
Yes. And the YouTube also has the lyrics to You Are Loved,
Yeah,
which is pretty good.
which is half of the song him screaming "You Are Loved."
screaming You Are Loved because he's
We
feeling
should
you
actually
love.
get everyone to do a little GIF with You Are Loved. We should send them out the songs, and it's a beautiful song. I made one today. You can check it out. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you so
Playing
much.
Wait, sorry. We have one more origin story, which is Arpana's origin story.
What?
How did you become part of this band?
Oh, that's damn funny, man. Dhruv and Ron came here for the episode of the podcast, and following week I met Ron at his exhibition, and by the time Dhruv had messaged me, can we talk? So I was like, theek hai. I have no idea what's happening. I met I met Ron. Sorry, I get very mixed up with names. I met Ron at the exhibition. I was like, what's the scene? This girl is not message me or contact. I think you had gone to Delhi and you all were traveling and stuff. Then Ron one day is like, I'm in Powai, come to the studio. Theek hai. Obviously it's Dhruv's studio. Arjit, you were there in the bedroom with high fever.
Yeah.
Anit and I went and heard Ron's music, and then listen to AnC or Arjit's song and listen to it, and I was like, wow, this is beautiful. I mean, had they all not told me it was your song, I would not have believed it's an Indian band.
Oh shit.
I was sold there.
Is that like our aim?
So, and then I was like, just asked Dhruv, like, what do you, like, you wanted to talk about something, and you guys say, we'll manage. And honestly, so many guys, especially after I shut the restaurant, so many friends and guys have come to me like, can you manage us? And I just didn't connect, and I just said yes. I didn't like it first.
So Dhruv told me that he'd already told you that, I'm talking to Arpana about managing or something.
Yeah.
No, he said I want to talk to you about something, but he never said about what. We never got to speak actually. We never got a chance to even speak about it.
Yeah.
This was then and there I asked him, what did you want to talk to me about?
And in my head I was like, okay, yeah, I know. Like I told him, I know Arpana, Ghostana and Hive and everything.
In fact, I've been wondering, though you all told me that, like, I've been wondering how come you all thought of me. So
I told him, yeah, cool, we should definitely, like, I thought he already spoke to you about it, and that day he called you and we were just like
learning new things
talking
today.
stuff down. I didn't know, like, he just messaged you once and he's like,
No, he messaged, I want to talk, and then obviously his intention was to talk to me one-on-one instead of messaging. So yeah, you guys were traveling, then rains, and I was not well, something or the other. So we should thank Ron for that. He called me to the studio.
Thank Ron for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ron.
Ron bus.
Thanks.
Thanks.
So now we are done, and thank you, and everyone who's listening. We are AnC, the band.
Yay. Thank you so much for listening. Bollywood of Broken Dreams.
Strike a Chord, a podcast by Arpana.